Carolina 11, Rutgers 11. We head to overtime. Here are the rules in overtime. Sudden victory, that's the most important rule of all of them. First ball to go into the net, we're going to see a massive celebration regardless of who scores. 4-minute periods until one of these two teams scores. We get a 2-minute intermission in between each period, and you do get a timeout each period, which is important.
Yes, I'm good with all these rules except for the last one. I think momentum-wise and just the build-up. Sometimes the timeout is anticlimactic.
Rutgers has done more than hold their own at the face-off X. They've won a higher percentage. Dehenio has been outstanding, but it's been a little bit of a flip from what happened with Rutgers last week. They haven't been as strong on some of the ground balls or turning those possessions into scoring opportunities. North Carolina gets the first possession of this overtime period. And there's the timeout from Joe Brescian.
Timeout, North Carolina.
So you get a timeout, but would you have called it, or do you keep Rutgers on their heels a little bit there?
Yeah, because you know you have Marr, 31 in white, who's defensive midi. Get your horses out there. Get your matchups. Get into your 6-on-6 set. I mean, that's where Carolina is just magical, right? They've been magical all season long. They don't need to run up and down the field to put up 18 goals.
But here's the thing: if you have 4 minutes, you can do that on your substitution anyways. You could save the timeout in case you really need it in a desperate situation.
I understand where you're coming from, but you can never take a timeout to the bus, right?
Okay.
You never take a timeout to the bus with you. So if you have it, you might never get the ball again. That's the way I look at it. And there is Matt Wright.
Matt Wright, yeah.
Yeah, Matt Wright has been a force for Carolina all season long. Tucci's come up huge in terms of winning the initial draw. And Matt Wright, 20 in white, is a fearless competitor. Guy in between the lines that if you watch Carolina all season long, he's always where the ball is.
Okay, so Bresci called a timeout at the end of regulation, started the ball in number 4's stick, didn't even get a shot on goal. Let's see if it ends up being a little bit differently this time around.
Well, it's a little different now where you don't have to go right away with Ford, white and gray. You can get into your flow offensively.
And this is why they're starting them off ball, right?
Yes, whereas with 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter, it's go time.
Lance Tillman, 4 goals today for number 0. And Chris Gray on Russo. Russo just goes right through that pick from Herbert. That was a big-time collision. Russo. He's on Camish, so you're going to have to slide to him, and they do. Anderson working on Raw. Anderson spins to his feet. Just couldn't get enough on it to beat Kirst.
UNC shot by number 21, Justin Anderson, the same by Colin.
Rutgers and Camish looking to go quickly. Anderson, who was just shaken up, gets back, though. Offense Koliak. Now look at this job by Gray. Loose ball, it goes out of bounds. Big call here by the officials, and it goes to North Carolina.
Unreal hustle by Chris Gray. The awareness to know that he had numbers and a guy back on the offensive zone to play the opposite side.
And another injury here by Rutgers. This looks like it's Connor Kirst. He comes up shaken up a little bit right by the Rutgers bench. Coach Brecht using this opportunity to have a word or two with the officials.
The 2 plays, one by Justin Anderson late in the fourth, and then Gray, who goes over the midline, communicates with his team to have a guy stay in the offensive zone because you need 3 guys back there to chase the ball. It's unbelievable. What a hustle by Chris Gray.
Yeah, I think Brecht's communication with the officials was that he was trying to call a timeout when Kirst was under duress. Didn't get it. Now the task at hand for the Eels to get this clear successfully and set up on offense. Connor Marr does that. McCarthy. Over to Cole Herbert. Perry. Gray inside, shot, oh boy. Nicky Solomon.
When Gray has the ball, like mid-dodge, his ability to feed is off the charts, right? Like it's fraction of a second, he's feed ready.
Now Tillman, look at the speed. Perry. McCarthy has some room. Now he'll shoot and score the game winner!
North Carolina goal, the game-winning goal, his second in the game, 13th of the season.
That kid right there gave his heart and his soul to Rutgers lacrosse in 2021. And his play is the reason they were in this moment. Colin Kirst was spectacular. Nothing he could have done on that McCarthy game winner. But this possession never happens unless your best player and your superstar comes up with a crazy tight play in the middle of the field. Chris Gray goes over the midline and makes not one, but two huge checks, which allows the Heels offense to get a look from the fifth-year grad transfer from Princeton. Connor McCarthy, the hesitation, the patience, and the extra couple steps allows him to beat Colin Kirst, because right away, when he caught that, if he went to shoot, Chris, I'm convinced there was too much going on in the middle of the field right there. Could have been a deflection, the little pump fake, the hesitation, and the placement on a righty goalie is off the hook.
Got popped by Tommy Coyne, too, as you see the reaction from the North Carolina bench. Huge moment. And then the deflation. Look at Brian Brecht. We've talked to him so many times this year. We know what he has put into this program and puts in on a daily basis, and to come so close to your first championship weekend. Coach Bresci showing the love, and why not? Connor McCarthy is our Capital One player of the game with the overtime winner. We saw it today with this team. The depth really shone through. Whether it was Tillman in 4 goals, Trippy, McCarthy with a couple of goals. I mean, they really came to the fore.
Precisely. To win this game without Chris Gray scoring a goal,